Hello everyone, welcome back to Brazil. Yes, as you saw there in the intro montage, we have been harvesting the heck out of that sugarcane field. And as you can see up in the top right corner, we are up to 148 grand again. That has worked out quite well indeed. And we had multiple loads of sugarcane. And yeah, it all worked quite well. We were selling it all off, and we have done fairly well out of it. So we're just here doing a bit of maintenance on the old... oh crumbs, my hose is going to run out. Yeah, just doing a bit of maintenance on the equipment here, giving it a bit of a wash. And then we are going to head off to sell some melons again. Yes, it is once again melons time. Seems like every couple of months or so we're selling some of them. But yeah, so that actually worked out quite well. I forget off the top of my head how many loads we had. I could probably check and figure it out, but I kind of lost count after a while. There were that many loads going through. And yeah, we got the truck set up and ready to go here. So let us head down the road. But yeah, so we got that whole entire field harvested now, which is good. And what I'm looking to do next, if we can get enough money from it, I'm looking to actually purchase the other field that is also ready to harvest. Because if we get that, that is a slightly bigger field, and with that we will be able to harvest it again, obviously, and reclaim a fair amount of our cash. But from what I've been investigating with some of the local people, the sugarcane should potentially regrow. So if we catch it before the end of harvest season, then we can harvest it all and sell on the product, and then get the field sort of fertilised and limed. Oh yeah, the prickly pear isn't accepted here for some reason. I forget why, but there we go. Okay, we made 6 grand from that. Oh, 7 grand rather. And where are we selling the prickly pear? Prickly pear, where do you... Oh, co-op container sales. Okay, so we've got to leg it down the road here to the container at the co-op storage and sell them there. But yeah, so in the long run, we're looking to get to about 170 grand. And then we should be able to purchase that other field that we're looking at. Now, hopefully this is going to help, the sugarcane is being sold off at the sugarcane plant, so hopefully they are going to be converting that into... Oh, cracky, I'm all over the road here. That's supposed to be 40 kilometres. I should slow down a bit, we're doing like 70. And we're driving past the police station, so yes, should slow down. But yeah, so with any luck, that is helping the sugarcane plant with whatever it is they're doing, refining it, shipping it out and selling it elsewhere. So that should be good for them, hopefully. We shall see. But yeah, our goal is to purchase as many of those fields as we can and get everything on the go and fertilised and accurate. In fact, we will need to buy the... we're almost here now. We will need to purchase the soil information as well. Oh, hang on. I've done a silly. We've gone right past it. Hang on, let's whiz down here quick. Too busy yapping, not enough paying attention. Yes, nip in here quick before the doors close. And sell it at the thing here. Yeah, but from what they told us at the sugarcane plant, it is going well. They are able to work with that and... Sell, please. Lovely. Another almost 8 grand, so we are getting close. Okay, now we do have, I think, 1 contract on the go at the minute. Yes, we have a worker working on field 53, so that is good. They're working away there, and that will be finished fairly soon. And we've got that cultivating one from field 56 that we did complete ourselves. So we'll cash that in. And that should leave us with 166 grand. Okay, so we've got another 8 grand coming. That's good. Let's go to the map here. And yes, so we've got this field already, field 11. That was the one we did in the montage at the beginning that we saw in the previous episode as well. And this is the one I'm looking to purchase. It is 168 grand. And it is 2.79 hectares. And it's quite a good expected yield potential. That one is a bit pricier. And yeah, that one's not... Yeah, they're all... See, I mean, we could buy that one right now for 100 grand, but the yield potential is down quite a bit on that. Although the field itself is cheaper, so... it swings and roundabouts. We could get that one. That might be the next one we go for, because it's cheaper. Because even with the lesser yield potential, it will at least be a good shout for size and everything. But yeah, so this is the field we're looking at, and that is, if I can get it into the light there, yeah, 168,393, and it's owned by Sheila McFarland. Now, if there are any more contracts from her, that is not, no, they are all other people. But yeah, if perhaps next month, or yeah, probably next month, maybe in May too, we'll see what's going on. But if we can get any extra contracts from her, then we might look at getting a bit of a discount on the field, which would be exciting. But yeah, so I'm going to head back to base now. We'll check in with the worker that's doing the other contract, and we'll probably see you back either in May 2 or possibly June, depending on how things are going, how things are looking, and what sort of work we've got on that we need to actually do. Alrighty, we are back, and it is early in the second half of May, and as you can see, we are in our lovely sugarcane tractor. Now, the reason for this is we got a call last night from Sheila herself. She said she heard we were interested in purchasing her field, and that she wasn't going to be able to harvest the sugarcane, so she wanted us to sort of have the first shout at it, even though we haven't done any contracts for her recently. So I think it was this field. Yes, it was. Yeah, she wanted us to have a shot at actually getting that, because the harvest window for sugarcane is the end of this month, end of May. So if we don't get this harvested now, it's not going to be here. It's going to wither and be useless. So what we are going to do is a number of things. One of them is cash in that contract that we finished yesterday, the level 53, field 53 cultivating jobby. So we'll grab that, which will give us a grand total of 170 something grand, I think, and we are going to purchase this field. Yeah, we've got 174 grand, and that is 168. So we're going to get that. And Sheila has said, because she was sort of tipping us the wink about the harvesting season window thing about to expire, she has said what she would do for us in the future, if we are interested, is if there's some harvesting contracts on her fields that have straw available, then she'd be okay with us perhaps making arrangements to get the straw and actually sell it ourselves. So that's good. So rather than sort of waiting and letting the crop go, we've worked out a little bit of a deal with her, which is nice. So what we're going to do now is try and harvest this little lot and see where we stand. So I am going to, let's see, pick a direction and go with it. Let's turn this thing on, drop it down, and go this way. Now, this is, again, not in the best of states, this field. The, what do you call it, what's that stuff? The precision farming information we don't know, but the chances are it's a little bit lacking in the old lime and or, fertiliser department. but we'll make of it what we can. We'll get what we can off of it, and hopefully make a little bit of money in the process. I'm not sure we're going to get back the full 168 grand with this crop. I don't expect to, but it should be enough to get us on the way to sort of maybe purchasing another field. Now that one would be a good call because it's a small field, but we're not going to have time to do that one, I don't think, and perhaps not actually the money to do it either. There's a lot of not forestry, but there's a good chunk of woodland on that plot, so even though it was a cheap plot, the field itself wasn't particularly sizable, so I figure this will be the best way to go in the long run for us. But hey ho, we are at least harvesting some more sugarcane. I'm just going to do a few sort of around headlandy things quick. Depending on how we do with up and down rows, if I can find a spot to really do that on, what we might end up doing is bringing the lorry over here, and since this thing does tip of sorts, once we hit 15,000 litres, basically tipping it into the lorry, selling it, and then continuing on with the harvest, kind of like we would do with a regular harvest job, as it were. But we'll see how that works out. Now, there is one other interesting thing that I did see for sale, which does sort of benefit us in the long run a little bit. It's nice and cheap, with what Sheila was saying about straw. Because if she has some other fields with, say, a wheat crop or something like that in it, or barley or oats, that gives us out some straw, what we can potentially do is buy a cheap baler of some sort and get ourselves a load of straw bales to sell. And in order to do that, obviously we need a forklift of some sort. Now, we do have a front loader of sorts on the old Valtra, but that's a fairly specific one, I think, that only takes that blade for sort of forestry and minor ploughing work. So I don't think we would adjust that in any way to take something, but what we did find, and I'm just going to pause here quick since we're going in a straight bit, in the store sales they have, where is it on the end, this lovely job, the Hexline Banderenti for 150 horsepower tractors. So we're going to grab that because I'm hoping it will fit on the New Holland, and we'd have to obviously get an attachment for it. If it doesn't fit on the New Holland, then it will definitely fit on the one of the other two tractors we've got, either this one itself, because I think this can possibly take a mount on the front of it. If not this one, then the Valtra we would have to adjust to take it, but it's something there that we can do, because obviously the only other option we've got is the forklift, and I don't really want to be dragging that into a field to do bales. But yeah, so this is basically our job for the next while, is getting some lovely sugarcane harvesting done. And obviously we saw a lot of this in the old montage, so not going to put you through watching too much of it, because it is quite a job, especially with this little harvester, which we will eventually upgrade. Now, the upgrade option for it is not cheap and not vastly better in a way. It's basically a self-propelled jobby, but I want to say it's about 2 or 3 rows, whereas this is just 1 row. So what we'd be doing is upgrading to something sort of self-propelled and a bit wider, which shouldn't be bad, I don't think, in the long run. But that's a fair ways down the line. We've got to make quite a bit of money before we can do that one. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on with this, and we'll come back a little bit later on and check in, see how we are doing, so you can see what glorious harvesting efforts there has yielded, what sort of money we've got off of it, that sort of thing. Price-wise, I think last time we were getting something like 7,000 or 8,000 a trailer, and it racks up pretty quick once you can get sort of into the meat and potatoes of it a bit. So what we may start doing is hitting the up and downs roughly in the middle, clear a space out maybe where we can sort of go straight across the field down the long edge. But we'll see. I wanted to try and clear a little bit of space off at the ends if I can, so that we've got some turnaround room. But we'll see how it goes. We'll get through a couple of headlands, get a bit of cash going on the go, just in case any random contracts come up or anything else goes on sale that we might want to purchase. You never know. But yeah, so I'm going to zip around and keep on doing this, and we'll come back maybe in a few hours, depending on how time flies. We do have to get this done actually fairly quick because of rain coming in, and I don't want to be doing this in the middle of the night, because a night harvest on sugarcane sounds like not something that would be very fun. But yeah, I think the rain is scheduled to be about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, so we've got a fair bit of time. Hopefully we can beat the rain. Alrighty, we are back at noon, just after noon, the middle of the second period of May. Yes, we are coming in to sell. This is the third full trailer, I believe. Hopefully I can avoid getting it stuck on anything. What I should probably do is just drive down the side and not go over this thing. But yeah, there we go. Managed to not get clobbered by anything this time. Yeah, so far it's not been too bad going up and down and just switching, pulling out of the fields as I've been doing them. But I'll show you how I've been going when we get back. Basically I've been doing sort of down one side, up the other kind of a deal. But yeah, third trailer down now. We should be in range to sell it. Oh, there we go, it is selling nicely. And with any luck this will be the same as the last two. Yep, 9 grand and a bit, minus a bit for bad environmental score. Yes, that's because we are currently, the one field that we have, I can hop over here and check so you can see, so it makes sense. Where are we? Yes, we don't even have environmental data on this one yet, so it's quite low. This one we do have the data for, but it is only 47 at the moment, because what have we not done to that? Nitrogen, that's the thing that's completely bad on that. We should probably, once we've harvested this, then I think what we'll do actually is we'll buy the data for it now. Might as well, eh? That's going to be 5 grand. Okay, well that was a bit over half the trailer that we just sold, but we've got it. And that's important. We do at least now know what that field has to offer. And once we get back over there, I can show you exactly how much we've done. And we haven't really done that much, to be honest. There we go. Sneak out through this side. Lovely. Yeah, so we've done... well, I think I was halfway down the other side. Yes, I've been doing this little smaller section for now. But basically what we've done is this bit. Those couple of headlands you saw at the very beginning. Oh, crikey. That went a bit wrong. That's this swivel axle trailer pushing me around. Yep, you can see we've done down there. And this section sort of just on the right. We're working on this small piece now. So, in the grand scheme of the field, let's look. We've done not a whole lot of it. It's maybe, I mean, that's not a third of the actual full area, because obviously this part is the sugarcane facility, the grounds of that. So, yeah, we've done a very small portion of this this thing so far, and we've already got 3 trailer fulls, 3 lots of 28,000, which is 84,000 litres, maybe, if I'm doing the quick maths correctly. But yeah, we've sold 3 trailers, which has got us 28 grand. So yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, just for this relatively small amount that we've done. Yeah, that has worked out quite well. So basically I've been going in circles of a sort. Just sort of up and down here like this. Down one side, up the other, and then when we get to the end of, or we get a full trailer, I'm folding the trailer back up behind the tractor and swinging out hard to the left to avoid running over too much of it. And there's probably a little bit that gets crushed underfoot or under wheel, but generally speaking, not too bad. So yeah, that is a good thing. But we've been driving over next door's field a bit, but that's okay, because theirs isn't ready yet, and that is all well and good for us. But yeah, so eventually we'll buy those fields, obviously. I think by the time we get to that level, we'll probably have a bigger machine, and then we can kind of do all of this lot in one massive go, and it will be a lot easier. But yeah, so this has been our life for the past while, and is going to be for considerably longer, because this little harvester is doing its job. You know, it's definitely getting a workout, and yeah, we'll have to consider refueling at some point as well. Come on, tractor, trailer, whatever it is that's going funny. Yeah, we'll have to get some fuel in it at some point, but it's been working its a little heart out. We've been doing very well so far with this. So I'd imagine we're probably going to get at least one more full trailer off just this little section here, considering how quickly it's gone up in 3 sort of lines. We've already got almost 7,000 litres. That's quite impressive. Quite impressive indeed. Now for that big part, I'm not 100% sure how I want to tackle that, but kind of what I want to do is I might do a few more lines up and down this side, but I think we're probably good. What I may do is try and split it down the middle. So we're doing it like that or something. So there's some sort of round and about way. Maybe I'll square off the ends a little bit, or a little bit more than they are currently. We'll see how we go. But yeah, I just wanted to check in basically and show you all the progress, as it were. And yeah, so this is where we are at, chugging along nicely. There's no new contracts. I don't think anything else has come up on sale yet. Although we could check quickly while we're going down here. Sale, anything else? Nothing that we need. So that's fine. Did we save any of this last time? No, we didn't save any of this last time. I thought we had, but no, we did. I think we've got a trailer load of sugarcane, or not trailer, but a truck body full of sugarcane back at the thing, because we were concerned about what do you call it? The replanting issue. So I think I'd saved a 15,000 litre trailer load of it. That would be a handy extra bonus. Have to come over and sell that later on. But yeah, we'll continue on with this. Depending on how it goes, we might get a worker to help out. Maybe if I bring the lorry over, then I can cart back and forth while the worker's going up and down. That sort of thing. That's a potential option. We'll see how that works out. At some point here, we're going to be turning too tight, so I'll probably just go back down to the end and start the same line again. But yep, so I'm going to carry on doing this for a while, because I don't want to bore you all with more sugarcane. I'm enjoying it, but then I'm weird. And we are done finally. Oh yes. The entire field has been harvested, and this is the last little dregs of what was left over. We're just going to sell that quick and then head back to base. But things have gone quite well. As you can see, we've got up to... so let's sneak in here without hitting anything. There we go. Yeah, we've got over 100 grand again. We've had something in the order of 11 or 12 loads. There's been at least 10, because we were getting 9,100 per load. And, yeah, I want to say there was at least 10. I'm trying to think what we started on now, and it's just taken such a long time, I've forgotten. But, yeah, it's worked out quite well, and we still have that 15,000 litres, oh, wrong buttons, 15,000 litres back at the base in the lorry back, so yeah, another grand for that. Cannot complain at all. So, yeah, for now, we are going to have to head back to base. We're going to invest through into the next month, which is going to be June, and see where we stand, and then wrap things up, I think. So I shall see you again in the morning. Alrighty then, so after all that, it is now June, the first week in June, and yes, we've got a bit of a harvesting contract going on now. Oh yes. Now, after all of that was said and done, we've ended up with $104,000, which is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that was after everything was repaired and washed and all that good stuff. Now, we do still have 15,000 litres of sugar cane that we are going to have to sell. As it turns out, we didn't need it, which is perfectly fine. Don't have a problem with that at all. So we'll run that over and sell that, and then we'll have to get to work on our fields at some point, because they are going to need a little bit of TLC. But that, I think, will be something we will do next time. So, to end things off here, as you can see, we are harvesting sunflower, I think this is. Yes, definitely sunflower. So we are on field 38. I don't think this is owned by Sheila. Let me check the contracts quick. Let's see, where are we? We are doing... this is Adrienne. Oh, none of these were. I could have sworn one of these was, but it's not. Oh, maybe I was thinking of that one, cultivating. But yeah, there's a whole host of lovely... oh, that's the one for Sheila. Field 27, okay. Yeah, so there's at least one there for Sheila. That is sunflower as well. She doesn't have any contracts for straw-based products at the moment, which is fine. But she does have a ploughing contract on field 31, and we are going to get that at some point in the not-too-distant future. And luckily it's not set our one currently allowed worker going on that, and get some ploughing action done. But that will be most likely something we do off camera. So for now, I am going to plough on, harvesting. Not actually ploughing, but yeah. I'm going to continue on with the old harvesting here. And we've had a successful run of the sugar cane, I think. And we'll tend to those fields next time, I think. Obviously there'll be things like fertiliser and weeding and lime and all sorts that we'll have to do there. But as it turns out, we shouldn't have to replant it. It should grow by itself, which, let's face it, is really quite handy. So yes, on that exciting note, I shall bid you all farewell. I do hope you've enjoyed whatever this was, and if you have, then do please hit the old like button there, and if you have not, then do consider subscribing too. And comments are always welcomed, and if you would like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. And with that, there's just one thing left to say. Cheerio, everyone.